Ready? Okay, welcome back. John and Pam here, Oceanside Glass. We're super excited about another episode of She Talk. In today's episode, we're talking everything art glass, everything GCBE.
It's a special weekend. We are here live in our headquarters and also on location in Las Vegas.
And if any of you don't know, GCBE is the Glass Craft Bead Expo. So every year, all of the art glass manufacturers, art glass distributors, customers, enthusiasts, all descend on Las Vegas for one of the biggest events every year. So we're super excited about that.
We have a sneak peek for you behind the show doors before the show opens.
Roll the clip. Very cool clip. Super exciting to see a behind the scenes look at the GCBE floor, especially the Oceanside booth, always a showstopper. And
did you see the new Fusers Reserve wall?
That's right. Yeah, no, that is new. If you've been at the show before, you may have noticed that is new. We'll be highlighting there at the show a couple of new Fusers Reserves. We've got the Phoenix that was just recently released, brand new since our last episode, and actually an unreleased Aventurine Spirit that is being debuted at the show. Producers are telling me Taylor's there on site at the Fusers wall. Let's send her down to her to say a little bit more about that.
Oh, yes. Hi. Thanks, Pam and John. I appreciate that. I'm actually here at the Fusers Reserve wall, as they said. So we've got a lot of things going on here. We've got our legacy items here. We've got Emerald City. We got Polar Vortex and Dreamcatcher right here. These are sold out. These you honestly can't find these anywhere. And so we really wanted to bring these back and really start to bring in our Fusers Reserves as more of a showcase. So that's what you see right here. So we've got some of our newest ones. We've got Phoenix up top here with the red and opal orange shards. We've got Fiesta, which we came out with late last year. And then Southwest is one of our classics. So we thought these paired really nicely along with our brand new Odyssey. If you guys have heard of Odyssey, this is our latest Fusers Reserve. It's actually a sister or cousin glass to our Stardust right here, all in the Spirit glass. And then we've got Phantom Galaxy, a showstopper in purple. And this one's very similar, you'll notice, to Dreamcatcher. The difference is this one's a little bit more opalized. This has got a little bit more transparency and it's a little bit more rich of a purple. And then we've got our Jupiter, which is actually a legacy item that was something that people asked us to bring back, and we decided that it would be a really great opportunity to do so. You'll notice it's very similar to the Southwest, and a lot of the components within this glass is making this very pretty brown and sort of teal and kind of cream look to it. And all of these you can find at most glass shops, but as I said before, these ones are sold out and you can't find anywhere else. So yeah, that's it from the booth here, and back to you guys.
Wow, amazing. Love that footage. Great to see the Fusers Reserve wall. I personally love Fusers Reserves, try to collect them all. It's great how they're, rare, and maybe you're one of the lucky ones that were able to find one.
I know I've spent the last few days making sure that the classes were stocked with the glass, and there's even some of this Fusers Reserve in the classrooms.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, GCBE, what's also great about the event is that it's one of the largest instructional conventions that you can find. So not only, can people go and visit and talk with the manufacturers, talk with the vendors, see things that are new, but they have an opportunity to go in and hone their craft, learn about something new, or maybe even they're beginners and they're just wanting to get in to learn how to do stained glass, fusing, mosaics, you name it. There's a number of other things, so check them out.
Yeah, and I think Taylor's actually in one of our classrooms right now with an instructor.
Yeah, Taylor? Send it down to Taylor.
Thanks, Pam and John. This is Taylor here, and I'm with Kevin.
Hi,
And Kevin, so what do you do? What are you doing here? Are you a teacher? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Ottawa, Canada. I'm the owner of Stained Glass Stuff, a fun little stained glass store up there. Okay? And here in the Glass Craft Bead Expo in Las Vegas, we've precast these clear dichroic pyramids, and with a little hard work and the Covington lap wheels behind us, we're going to make beautiful polished diamonds, pyramids.
Super cool. How long have you been doing GCBE?
Since 2005. The first year it was here, so
Okay.
17 or 18 years.
So you're an OG then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your favorite class to teach here? Because I know you probably taught a lot of different classes. What's your top favorite?
This is my first year teaching. I was Patty Gray's cold working assistant for the past 15 years.
Oh my goodness.
So
So this is technically new. I mean, you've done teaching,
we've
but
done lots of these.
done lots of
And the other
these.
classes I've done, but it was under her umbrella, and then she's retired this year.
Wow.
So I got to step forward and continue
Stepping
on,
in.
and hopefully if it goes well, we'll have a lot more cold working classes here next year, all using beautiful oceanside glass.
So sparkly. And CBS, right? Some
Yeah,
dichro in
CBS
there?
sent us some dichroic glass. We've put that in as well.
So cool. That's awesome. Cool. Well, anything else that you want to say? Anything about, want to plug your shop at all?
Sure. Please shop at Stained Glass Stuff. I don't know. Come to the show. It's a great show every year. You learn so much. You meet so many great people. And it's in Las Vegas, so there are other things to do
Perks.
too, aside from glass. But it's a great time.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Kevin. I
Okay, thanks,
appreciate
Taylor.
it. All right. Well, thanks. We are back. We're with Erica. And so, Erica, tell us a little bit about what you're doing here and you're teaching here at GCBE. Tell us a little bit about that and maybe a little about your background, everything like that.
Well, I've been doing fused glass for about 20 years. I started out at Warner Stained Glass in Pennsylvania, and that's where I'm from. And now I'm teaching glass stamping on glass. I'm teaching dichroic. I do Millefiori, the 104 from Italy. And I just love coming here because everyone here has such a passion for glass and just enjoys glass. And instantly you have something in common. So it's just a great place to teach for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun.
Cool. So what are we in right now? What class is
So
this?
this is a dichroic class, next level dichroic. So you learn how to use the dichroic glass. A lot of people buy the dichroic and they know it's so expensive. So it's nice to be able to show them how to utilize the dichroic glass and how to use it and not waste it. And a couple people are engraving on the dichroic glass, and we're etching on dichroic, and we're cutting up dichroic, and we're just having a great time with dichroic glass. So
Wow.
yeah.
Can't get better
And
than
Oceanside,
that.
of course.
Of
Thank you
course.
for your donation. Oceanside, it really helped my
course.
classes, and it really added an extra element to my classes, making them great. Yeah.
That's awesome. And what would you say to people who are kind of like thinking about coming to GCB to take classes? And what would you say to someone like that?
I definitely highly recommend coming here. This is like the mecca of glass shows. If you're into glass fusing, glass blowing, glass torch working, stained glass mosaics, this is definitely the place to be for sure. And I just love teaching here. So
Cool. And do you have any place where we could follow you, or do you have anything that you're working on, maybe on YouTube? Or?
Glass by Erica. I have a Glass by Erica Instagram. I have Facebook. And I teach a lot of classes at my home studio in Pennsylvania. So yeah, I love teaching and sharing my passion of glass with others. And it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate it. Thanks, Erica. And back to you, John and Pam.
Yeah, great interview, Taylor. That was great. It's really nice to see, the instructors and have them talk a little bit about, what they're doing there and a little inside look. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and didn't we see them at the meet and greet?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, last night there was a big party hosted by Las Vegas Management Group, Oceanside, and Scott. And we have some footage of the event. Would love to show that to you. Let's roll the clip.
was a really great party.
Yeah, super cool. Very exciting, lots of great energy. And it's just great that, you know, GCB is already really exciting as it is, but to have a party like that where everyone can get together and share in their passion for art glass is really great.
And we were even able to have Sean, the owner of Oceanside Glass and Tile, join us at that party.
That's right. That was exciting. And I'm hearing from, so we actually, Taylor is actually, yep, Taylor's down right now with Sean. Let's take it down to them.
Awesome.
Oh, yes. Thanks, John. This is Taylor down at the Oceanside booth, of course. And we're here with our founder and our president and CEO, Sean Gilday. Sean, do you have anything to say about the show? How's it going for you?
Well, actually, this is the first time I've been at this show, and I have to say it's been exciting to meet people that are actually using the product. Artists, hobbyists, and the enthusiasm for the product is amazing. So it's been great.
That's good. And have you seen any art that you really like here that's been just really catching your eye?
I mean, there's so many things. I feel like I've been in more conversations. I need to get out and look at things, but you know, basically the art is so vast and wide. I'm really enjoying mostly the fusing products that I'm seeing and the creations, but there's also some amazing stained glass work here. I haven't gotten into the beads as much, but I'm gonna check that out soon.
Oh, okay. And how'd you get your start here? How did you start Oceanside Glass and Tile? Tell us a little bit about that.
You don't want me to go back to the birthing process?
No, we're gonna skip the birthing process. Let's just skip to the glass making.
Yeah, so actually my uncle was in glass. He started a business back in the early 70s in glass, and he was a blower. And I got an opportunity to connect with him and a couple other glass blowers back in 1992, 91 actually. And you know, I came from a different accounting and finance background. That's how I got started. We just rented a 1,000 square foot building and started making tile of all things. So we made tile out of recycled bottles and started buying some scrap from Spectrum Glass and started making colors and things like that. That's how I got started.
And have you had any experience in glass art? Anything that you've dabbled with, especially like starting the company, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself an artist at that level, but I actually was fusing our tile when we first started making tile. We had kilns. We were mostly bending tile for trim pieces, and I recognized that you could combine different things. It wasn't even tested compatible. It was just early on fun of taking squares and rectangles and little shapes and putting them together. So I did dabble with that a bit. Since then, it's really been, once we got into more of the art glass with the Spectrum and Ouroboros products, you know, we have kilns around and we do classes sometimes with our team, and so I've had a little bit of fun playing around with that. So I get the passion that people have for it. It's pretty much immediately captivating to say, I could put these things together, melt it, and wow, I've got something I think is beautiful. Maybe others don't, but it's certainly fun and rewarding.
Great. And what would you say to people who are thinking about coming to the show? Maybe they're thinking about teaching or just being a part of the show, taking classes maybe. What would you say to that?
Well, I mean, if you're in the industry, you're into glass, this is the place to be. I mean, if you want to learn, there's so many different classes available in all different forms of glass. It's a great place to connect. And actually, last night we had a great industry kind of party. It was packed, about 500-600 people, and it's been great. I've got to meet a lot of people that I wouldn't normally get to meet just working, you know, at the office and whatnot. So I'd say get down here. It's definitely the place to be. It's fun. People here have great attitude, and there's just a lot to learn and a lot to share. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks. Back to you, John.
It was really nice to hear from Sean. It was the first time for him to join us there at GCBE.
Absolutely. You know, what a great guy. He really embodies the OGT spirit, if I might say. So, yeah, thank you for joining us here for another episode of Sheet Talk. Thank you for joining us here in the studio. And thank you to Taylor, our field reporter there on the show floor. She did a great job. And looking forward to more episodes of Sheet Talk. Hope you'll join us. And until then, stay glassy.
That's good.
Did I get black on my eye?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yep. So 2, you guys are going to comment on the clip.
Wow, what a clip. That was really great. It's really exciting to see behind the scenes.
Yeah, did you see that carpet?
And how about that wallpaper? I can just start whenever?
You can start whenever.
Oh, it's just a live.
It's
okay.
just continuously rolling. Yep.
This is weird. Is this what they do when they're just
I don't
like...
know.
This is what they do.
right? I don't want that in the. This is the office LaCroix. One of the many benefits we get here at Oceanside.
And we have a special clip for you behind the scenes before the show doors.
The Oceanside booth. It looks clean. Very, very exciting. Very awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, and is being debuted at the show as we've heard.
Yes. Was that your? What is my portion? You got to tell me what my portion is before. Like you can't just stop talking.
I look over
at
and
me.
I'm getting a yes.
Yes.
Fusion reserves are so awesome.
Me?
Oh, sorry, I just.
If you pause, I'm gonna think
I'm
it's
giving
my
him a John
turn.
5 minutes. That's, what do you think?
She's like.
She's very much like, I don't know what is going on.
She's really
Tink, what did you think
This is your
about that?
time. Yeah, what did you think?
What did you think about the clip, Tink?
It's a good clip.
She's like, I'm gonna go sleep.
Where's my bed?
Wow, that was a great clip, and really cool to see the floor. Not everyone gets to see that behind the scenes, footage, and booth looks great. We're really excited for today, being live here Saturday. It's too bad we couldn't be there, but we do have, like we've said, we have a team on site. Okay. Maybe not the best.
Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk, Russ.
You can't see Milo under there, but there's another dog under the table. So we have someone on site, Taylor. Let's send it down to Taylor. Actually, she'll show you the fusers as well. I was almost there.
Almost
Man,
there.
got it. God.
Fusion reserve is a really hard one to say.
Fusers are good.
I know, that's where I got twisted.